Hello, everybody. This is yours truly, Xology being here, number one marketing machine on the scene to help you and your team. But today it's not just me on my own going to be telling you that. I have a very, very special guest and a very dear friend of mine of over 25 years, a gentleman that I was once his little student when I entered into the world of business building, team building. I had no idea how I was going to really do this and do it in such a way that I can build teams and really be successful. But being a student also is important. That they always say when the student is ready, the teacher will appear. Well, it's a little bit more than that, because this teacher, this trainer, this coach, this legend of over 42 years industry experience that he has under his belt to actually bring to people a training program that actually allows them to grow, develop, and interactively in full activity driven process. It makes them very, very different, very unique to somebody who's just standing there preaching, teaching, sitting there, telling, pointing, all that. This is the one that gets down into the nitty gritty directly with you guys. So he has a special program. He is my guest, and this is just a brief intro to his world and what has made him be the man that actually is delivering this amazing program under his business called Success by Design. And the program is called Untraining. Please welcome my guest, Mr. Russ Devan. Hello, Russ. How
Thanks,
are you?
guys. I'm great. I'm great. Thank you very much. What a sweet introduction.
It's a pleasure. And Russ, it's true. As one of the things I learned when I was this little student, as a newbie in the scene and just learning and trial and error. But what I found with your program is that you actually not only guide us through it, but work within it. But I want you to just, for the people who don't know you fully, just give them a brief as to who are you, where do you hail from, and where are you based, and what is the Untraining all about? So please take it away.
I like to describe it like this. I've been training a new possibility, a new paradigm for how network marketing can work for people now for 32 years. You mentioned that I've been in and around this business model for 42 years. Well, the first 10 years were struggling. Yes, I had some success, but I got a chance to see a lot about what didn't work in network marketing. And what didn't work was how it was being trained to be done, and the different ways that are still being taught today that don't work, or if they do work, they work on a very limited basis. So some time ago, 30 plus years ago, I took a look at what didn't work and where people struggle the most and built a training around it that I call Untraining. I call it Untraining because there are belief systems like warm and cold market for prospecting, like selling versus promoting, which is a distinction of mine. Promoting creates more sales than selling, but the only way that most people think of selling is sales technique. So that's one example, but there are four main areas where people struggle in the network marketing business. One is, where do I go? So the whole prospecting question, which there's lead generation programs, there's ways to get in front of people. Now there's social media marketing. There's all sorts of things that can put you in front of people as contacts. But what moves them from contacts to prospects? Secondly, the whole selling and recruiting thing that people hate so much, that can be done naturally and organically without learning sales and recruiting technique. I show you how. And then another important piece is actually less is more. The better you are at selling, the more selling you do, the more recruiting you do, the less likely you'll be able to duplicate your effort. So I teach you how to do less and get more. And then the final piece that's a critical part of the Untraining is planning. Everybody knows it's important to have goals. But what if it's not the goals we actually motivated by or work for us? What works for us, I believe, is having a goal represent something that we're committed to, and then having a structure to achieve the goal. And everybody knows it's important, and let's write it down and let's be motivated. But motivation's like ether. If it's sourced outside of yourself, it will wear off. Motivation comes from the inside. So my course is not about motivation. It's about productivity and results. That's one thing that makes it different. Another thing is you learn how to train. You actually learn how to engage in the course in the way that you are the training. You're not just listening to a training. You are the training. You're part of it. You're interacting with a group of other people who are all in the same place that you are. And you come out of it with a plan. You come out of it with a strategy, and you come out of it with a set of new distinctions and possibilities for how network marketing can work for you. And that's what I've learned and been doing for 32 years successfully.
Fantastic. Hence the reason it's success by design. You are literally designing your life, doing that planning, everything. But what I love about the program is how interactive it is, because people don't like being people preaching, teaching to them, and they sit there bored out of their pants with it, right? This is like when you're actually working it, you feel that sense of growth because you know how to say it, you know how to speak it, you know how to interact with the others. You're actually facilitating those people to building their own business, hands on the deck, and really running the show, right? This is beautiful.
Yeah, and there's one other point I'd like to make, guys, and that is there's no substitute for live. There's all kinds of recordings out there that you can listen to, and you can listen to what the people say, and you can listen to what the teacher says, and you can do that. That's one level of engagement. But when you're actually engaged live, when you're speaking, when you're being heard, when you're learning, even if you're just learning how to listen to other people, the most important skill in relationship building that I know, that makes the course worthwhile because you come away from it with something you don't get just by listening to a recording. So the live aspect of my training, I think, is the most important aspect, and you can speak to that.
That's beautiful. And I think that's what people need more and more each day. And you're so right and on point with what you've just said. So if people want to, and I know that you've got various programs running often and you coach and mentor people, please tell us, for those people now that are thinking, Russ, that's what I need. I need to be handheld. I need somebody to buddy with. I don't want to be lost on my own and kind of rip my hair out of my head, worrying and thinking why and how and getting in that frustrated mad professor kind of look that people get sometimes in the overwhelm. What's happening? How can they get in touch with you, and what's happening next on what are you delivering for these programs?
The next and the best product that I offer starts again on September 22nd. Now that's a Friday, and it's offered in the evening Pacific time to accommodate people on the West Coast of the United States and people on the other side of the international date line, Asia, Australia, and that. But there's plenty of people that come from both sides of the hemisphere. Then I offer the same information, although because it's live, it's never the same. And there's people that say, can I come to both? Yes, you can. I offer it on Saturday morning at 10 o'clock my time. I think it's 10 o'clock, 10 or 11 o'clock my time. It's on the course. But that then it's earlier to include Europe and that part and the United States on Saturday. So if you miss one, you can go to the other. If you miss both, because it's an 8-week course, if you miss, you can get the recording of it. But as I said, the beauty of it is participating live. Starts on September 22nd. Coming up, it's called the 8-week mentorship program, and it's option 1 on my website.
Fantastic. And we're going to put the link for everybody that's watching, which is successbydesign.global, is it? /
Successbydesign.global.com.
Right. Yeah.
/ Untraining.
Got it. Thank you for that. And we will put the link, everybody, in this recording on the top of this video, at the bottom of the video, in the contents. So please, if you are building and you want somebody to hold your hand, guide you through so that you're doing the work literally, hands on the deck and live and with it, then you're going to find this sensational. And it's a very special program. And, as I said, my success, people say, how did you get your success, Gaz? I've had the right mentors like Russ in my life that's given me the head start and that's given me the confidence to go out and build stronger than ever. And that's what you need at any point in your life, and whatever part of the road and the journey that you're on, you need that somebody. And Russ is there to support you guys. And Russ, thank you very much for sharing this. And we're going to put the links for everybody to join us and get participating. And we look forward to having them on your course, and hopefully for those people to get interactive, get the success, and you and I, we will cheerlead those people on. What do you say?
Oh, absolutely. And one last thing, when you took this course 20 plus years ago, Gaz, sorry to give away your age, the course was $10,000 for a weekend in hotels and live seminars. It's a tiny fraction of that now. And it was offered with a money back guarantee that if you didn't feel the course was worthwhile, you got your money back. Well, I never had anyone ask for their money back ever, even when it was $10,000. So just so you know, the value in this course is there for you. And I will be there for you after the course, just so you
Beautiful.
know.
Beautiful. Thank you so much, Russ. And yes, people want to invest. It's a fraction of a cost for them in their life, because the value and the return of that investment back for them is more than tenfold. And I think that's what people need to realize. And as you're right, absolutely, it was for me one of the greatest head starts in my career. But I tell you guys, if you get even a tiny bit of what I got, you're going to be blown away by the success and the results, because you got the hands on the decks, the buddy system, the support, the interactive, the planning is so important. And some of these key pain points that people are struggling is, how do I prospect? That's a big headache for so many people. They like the idea, they like the company, they like the products, and then they're lost to build the teams. Well, here, when you're lost, we will navigate that system and support for you, right? Because Russ is there like your best navigation system to get you to your destination of success. So with that, Success by Design, Mr. Russ Devan, thank you so much. And we will see you all soon. Thank you, everybody, for listening. And do click in the link, go ahead, make your way there, and do it now, because there's no time like the present. All right, from me and Russ, over and out, everybody. Bye-bye for now.